Hello my beautiful friend and welcome back to another daily video. So today we're going to talk a little bit about, how there are still people, so publishers and other devs out there who still want to push more expensive games. And with more expensive games, I don't mean what Nintendo and Bethesda has been doing with their $80 games. And with Bethesda, I mean Doom Dark Ages, which was the real first 80 bucks game. But everyone kind of keeps telling me that no, Mario Kart World is the first one. Well, it's the first one that did well. Let's just say it like this. But yeah, let's dive into the topic. We have this post here by Dexerto. $100 games are going to happen, says ex Call of Duty multiplayer creative director Greg Reisdorf. At least that's how we pronounce it in Germany. You just don't want to be the first person to do it. All the publishers are waiting. Yeah, obviously they're waiting, but this is not going to happen. And I have some things to show you for that one. Not only is this not the deluxe editions or whatever, just like in Borderlands 4, where the deluxe edition was more expensive than $100 or your regional equivalent. I'm just going to say euros because that's where what I pay here. But yeah, I always say the game price is the most expensive version because the base price is just cut content. You don't get the full game. The full game is the version that you have to pay the most for it. So, we are already at this point. Just look at Pokemon Legends ZA, where you have 100 plus euros to pay for the Switch 2 version. You pay 70 euros for the base game, you pay 30 euros for the DLC, and then you need Nintendo Switch Online to enjoy the maximum amount of the game. You have 90 euro games, like with Donkey Kong Bonanza, where you need the 70 euro base game, you need the 20 euro DLC. And it's not stopping there. There are way more games out there in the world where we already have this price point. It's just every time it's this base game price, which is I can pull the wool over my head on my own. I don't need other developers, other publishers to do it for me. And you can also already say if the 100 euro game price is going to be set as the base, the deluxe editions are going to be more expensive. This is this is not hyperbolic, by the way. This is what's going to happen. The 20 euro deluxe edition, the 30 euro DLC is just going to be tagged on again on top of that. The gold editions, the platinum editions, or whatever they are calling it. But yeah, this is not going to happen because, first of all, we don't have that much money. We already know that. I forgot to prepare the graph for that one. That people are not going. People are not buying that much games anymore. But we have this article by Alinea Insight newsletter. As always, I'm going to share everything in the description box down below. Sorry, I didn't mention that. This one is written by Reese Elliott, and I really, really do like this one. This came to my attention. And here's 2025's most played new titles across Steam, Xbox, and PlayStation, plus a breakdown of Steam's $18 billion in revenue, including top indies and other 2025 goodies. You can see that Nintendo is not in here because Nintendo doesn't like to share their own numbers with other people. They are their own ecosystem. And despite whatever you hear, that the Switch 2 is the best-selling console of all time. Yeah, it does sell well. I don't argue that, but we already know that it's being outsold by the PS5 and the Xbox, basically. So the small, tiny console with the camera. it's being outsold by that. So, yes, the Switch 2 has way other problems. But yeah, we have this year top 5 new 2025 games by players, 2 EA Titan sandwich, 3 unexpected hits, and we have this year the top games by players worldwide. Battlefield 6, obviously no big surprise there. We have Skate. That one was a surprise for me. This game is absolutely not on my radar. But then we have Repo, we have Peak, we have EA Sports, FC, I don't know, Fußball, is it football? Soccer, Monster Hunter Wilds, Schedule 1, Split Fiction, Clair Obscure, obviously, Frag Punk, Elder Scrolls, the remake, NBA, Hollow Knight, Silksong, Rematch, and Ark Raiders are the top 15 games. And you can see here copies sold. The Steam versions are usually the highest ones. You can see that games like Skate, EA Sports are way better sold on Sony's platform, which obviously makes sense because it's, I don't know, it's just a thing that has evolved over the decades. And yeah, basically no one owns an Xbox. So you can see here Clair Obscure, this tiny little amount on Xbox. Elder Scrolls, oh my god, Silksong on Xbox. This is why the Xbox store did not crash on the release of Silksong. And yeah, Game Pass and PlayStation Plus. It's, yeah, this is the combined numbers. Yeah, this is not a big surprise here. Then we have indies dominated on Steam in 2025 and accounted for 25% of their revenue. Oh, I already had this one here. I'm sorry. I'm still going to share this. I thought, wait, I'm all over the place right now. Coffee is still not kicking in. I'm not looking through the articles. So if you're new here, I have to tell you this. So first of all, hi. I prepare articles and go through it with you and react to it immediately. So I thought I'm being cheeky here. But yeah, 25% are indie games. And you can see that in 2025, this is also a rising number, which I really do like. Here's a screenshot from our platform showing that Steam has already generated revenues of 18, almost 18 billion this year. So Steam is rising. And for obvious reasons, because the console ecosystem is just terrible. I was a console player for the majority of my life. PCs were always in the background for me because they were just too expensive. And this is the first PC that I have that is really expensive. And I do like it. But at the end of this video, I'm going to show you an example why I'm still annoyed with PCs. So then we have indie bestsellers. Again, oh yeah, there it is again. Indies accounted for 25% of revenue on Steam in 2025. We have Schedule 1. Obviously, we have Repo, Peak, Silksong, Escape from Duckov. Are we there yet? Delta Runes, Sultan's Game. I don't know that one. Rematch, it's obviously nothing for me. I don't like sports games. Dispatch, amazing. I don't have the words for it. Dispatch is an absolute banger. Mega Bonk, obviously. 2 Point Museum, nice. Drive Beyond Horizon, I don't know that one. Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Dude, Blueprints, amazing game. I do love that one. What else do we have here? Revenge on Gold Diggers, what? Clover Pit, great. No, I'm Not a Human is also fantastic. The Headliners was a lot of fun. And I can't read that one. I don't know what that one is. Something, something. No, I can't read that. That's too small for me. And then we have premium games account for the majority of Steam revenues. One of the most persistent myths in the industry is that free-to-play has completely swallowed the PC market. Premium games account for 78% of Steam's overall revenue, leaving just 22% for free-to-play. While it's true that many free-to-play giants have their own external launchers, the takeaway remains clear: premium is thriving. And this is something that I really do like. I'm not a fan of free-to-play games. Yes, we do have Where Winds Meet and so on Steam, but this is still fantastic to see. I am absolutely for pay for the game you want to play, because I already talked about that one in my Nvidia video. I talked about that in Microsoft's Game Pass videos. There is also the psychological effect of analysis paralysis in there. What's the real terminology for that one? Paralysis of choice or something like that. And if you have too many games, you're not going to do anything with it, because it's in the name. You're paralyzed by the amount of choice that you have. And yeah, with Stop Killing Games in the EU, I hope that we will have something more positive for us. But we do have one of the EU vice presidents that stands with us gamers, and we're going to talk about that one in the future. Yeah, this was a wild year with everything that's happening. But yeah, we also have something that I'm really excited for. Nier producer Yosuke Saito is teasing an announcement for 2026, and for Nier Automata's 9th anniversary, we are also preparing just a little something, so please don't get too excited with anticipation. With that, I wish you all a happy new year. I wish you also a happy new year, Yosuke Saito Sama, I'm sorry. And yeah, I love Nier Automata. I do love Nier Replicant. But yeah, $100 games, I'm not going to pay for that one. Did I pay 100 euros for games? Yeah, obviously I did, with the deluxe editions and so on. Do I like it? No, absolutely not. However, I had a little bit of money on the side that I did not pay for Warhammer models. Oh man, that is a total different topic there. But yeah, also with my Warhammer spending, now that I'm basically just primarily playing Spearhead, and hopefully next year Combat Patrol, whenever that game is going to be better, because Combat Patrol state right now is terrible. I really don't like it. Yeah, my hobby spending is way better. I'm not spending that much anymore, so I was able to pay a little bit more for premium games. Again, I don't like it, but I wanted the full game. And yeah, that is a total different topic. I'm part of the problem. I'm fully aware of that. I'm sorry. But I also bought a lot of indie games, so I'm happy that I did my part on that front. So then, just a quick thing that I want to show you why I don't like PC gaming that much. You can see here, nope, you cannot anymore. We have 60 FPS because this is my live stream from yesterday, chapter 6.2. I had to restart my stream because it had some issues. And yeah, I usually don't show my FPS, but I had to monitor it. In the first stream, I had issues after clicking out of the game, and the FPS just went up and down. I don't know why. And then this is a little bit too early. So my cat wanted something to eat. So I clicked out of the game, stood up, wait. There she is. She's eating. I'm showing you. And also, wait, I did not turn off the chat. That wasn't me. What happened here? I have to look into that after the recording. So, wait. Then we're going back into the game and you can see the FPS. Why is this also so washed out, by the way? 60, 52, 40, 47. It fluctuates again. I have absolutely no idea what, but yeah, there I do realize it. Oh, my camera is on top of me. So even in cutscenes, when everything is not, well, dynamic because I'm interacting with it, I don't know what happened there. It absolutely makes no sense to me. Maybe you know? Please help me. I don't know what happens. This has happened 2 times yesterday. This is why I had to start a new stream, which is wild to me. And I'm not well versed into the streaming world to know how I could just have get back to the other stream. Maybe there is something in Streamlabs, but that happened so fast I had no time to look into it. But yeah, please leave your thoughts and questions on all of this in the description box. Yeah, it would be really scary if you were able to do that one. In the comment section down below, I'm keen to know what you have to say. Are you willing to pay that much for a game? Well, I'm not. Am I excited for Resident Evil Requiem, Pragmata, Onimusha, and Monster Hunter Stories? Obviously, because those are the only games next year that I'm really excited for, which is really sad that it's just Capcom games. Where are the other games? Where is Final Fantasy? Where is, I don't know, I already forgot. Halo is dead. Marathon, I'm not going to look into that one. Maybe I'm going to look into that one. I still don't know. And what else is there? Honestly, I don't even know anymore. These are probably going to be the only 4 big titles that I'm going to play next year. Because, oh, I'm playing Monster Hunter Wilds again, which is really fun. We have to talk about that one in the near future. And yeah, I don't know, next year is going to be really weird. Indie games are going to rule supreme, hopefully. But yeah, again, leave your thoughts and questions in the comment section down below. I'm keen to know what you have to say. And while you're here, please remember to do all the things that make the dings. Why? Because that way we can build a bigger community and talk more video game news every day. And by that, I of course mean like and subscribe. And if you want, you can share this video with friends. And please turn off YouTube's restricted mode. Otherwise, have a great day, my friend. Stay fantastic, stay hydrated, and I will see you hopefully later in finally the end of the Separate Ways DLC of Resident Evil 4, the remake, in the stream. Hopefully today we are going to end it. I wanted to end it yesterday, but alas, it was not possible. Or tomorrow with the next video. Bye! I completely botched it. I'm tired. Bye!